This nipple is just killing us.
It was the flattest plane of canvas, and the nipple just laid how it laid.
You mean you didn't know what to do when you got to the nipple?
I just worked around it.
There's so many things you could have done. There's grasses and things you could have put up in front, something to camouflage that nipple in, but now it's an eyesore.
It looks like the lion's blowing wind on the guy's nipple. He's got one side of the lip that doesn't match the other, so it's a little up, and he's like whistling. It's a tough one, man.
For the next elimination tattoo, you'll be creating a portrait on your human canvas.
Man, I can't believe we're doing portraits. I did not see portrait coming.
Portraits are very personal tattoos. They allow no room for mistakes.
Oh, Lord. I do portraits, but I don't like to do them. It's going to depend on the picture. The picture is everything when it comes to this. And if you got a bad picture, it's not going to be a good portrait.
Just a little bit. Try not to crease, because the hair is right in the crease.
I'm really frustrated about this tattoo. I sat up late and worked on this portrait, trying to blow it up and see some of the details, but you can't see anything. And I gotta put it in a difficult spot. I mean, this is bullshit.
James didn't talk his client into putting it on a better spot. He should know better. That just puts a smile on my face. I'm hoping James is going home and I'll be safe.
You're doing awesome, girl.
She's not taking it very well because she picked a spot that was really bad. I mean, it's on the bottom of her hip. All around, it's not a fun issue right now. Pretty scared because I could go home tonight. I'm tattooing straight to the end. It's frustrating. It's going really, really slow.
20 seconds. 10 seconds. Time's up, that's it. Put your machines down. No more ink.
You did awesome. I'm not as happy as I should be with this completed tattoo. Hope it don't send me home.
Welcome to tonight's elimination. This week, we've been testing your portrait skills. We'll be looking at your shading, detail, and how much your tattoo looks like the picture. James Vaughn. How are you feeling about this piece?
It was a tough one. The original picture is actually like this big.
The portrait is not all that accurate to the photograph. Part of doing a portrait is being able to see accurately what's in the photo and translate that into the tattoo.
I don't consider myself a portrait artist. You know, this is what the task at hand was, and I just did my best.
Where I think you kind of lost it is you actually put some shading in her nose, where in the photo, there wasn't. It was more of a highlight on the tip of her nose, and you kind of shaded it out, which effectively changes the shape of her nose. The eyes look like they might be just a slight different shape than they are in the photo.
Kind of in the picture, a little.
The lettering that you did too, there's so much going on around it, all the flowers and flourishing, and it makes it very difficult to read, even if you can read Spanish. You know, I've learned the hard way over the years that sometimes less is more.
Your line work is shaky in this tattoo because you're in a shaky spot. The placement of this thing beat the hell out of you. And I feel like that's a little bit of self-inflicted because you allowed that to happen to yourself. The fact of the matter is where her face is, where it lands in that tattoo is where her body that's very voluptuous comes together and meets. So her face is almost on an indent of this girl's body. The bottom line is I'm not easing up on anybody. For the stakes being this high, you put yourself in a really tough spot to excel in this tattoo today.
This week, we're testing detail.
If you don't put detail in a tattoo, it looks very flat and cartoony. Detail is what helps a tattoo look amazing.
Today, you must create tattoos known and dreaded for the incredible amount of detail they require. Asian tattoos.
Knowing that we're about to tackle Chris Nunez's specialty, nerve-wracking.
With Asian tattoos, whether it's geishas, gods, animals, or mystical creatures, it's the intricate details that make them identifiable.
I'm totally excited. I am the only Asian-style tattooer in the whole crew. I have to kick everybody's ass.
I don't want to do a geisha girl, so I'm doing a Japanese Anya mask. I'm finishing the nose right now.
Yeah.
I've got the cheekbone and the lower jaw, the mouth. That's all I have to do left.
That's a big old mask.
I'm nervous that part of this is going into his butt crack, but even in the ass crack, I could run a perfect line and put solid color.
Trying to keep it as traditional as possible.
Joshua's tattoo looks like he's doing a tramp stamp in his butt crack. I just don't see how he cannot be going home today.
Real sick, bro. I'm glad you like it.
I'm definitely thinking I have a chance after this piece that Joshua pulled off. I'm just pissed off with this butt piece that he put on this dude. It's just a bad tattoo. It's unacceptable.
Artists, today we threw you a painstaking test of detail. Asian tattoos. Joshua.
I hate the placement of this tattoo. This mask in the middle, looking to one side, half down in the butt crack with a little bit of water.
No business doing that much water on somebody if you don't know how to do it. I mean, this is an arthritic hand sticking out of the side of this guy's mask. You're way off. I'm not a fan of this one at all.
Joshua, the human canvas jury voted that you have the worst tattoo of the day.
That's saying volumes because that's your general public finding your work not appealing.
It's a butt crack tattoo. There's not really much I can do to rectify that situation.
It looked like you played it really, really safe with this tattoo. I think there's big areas that are just completely flat.
I just overthought it. Obviously, this is a detail challenge, and I didn't pull out the detail, and I pretty much screwed myself. So.
This week, we're testing finesse.
Finesse is the ability to handle any difficult situation with delicacy and ease.
Today, you must tattoo one of the most sensitive areas of the body. The spine.
I know that spot. Place hurts. Yes, it does.
Getting your spine tattooed is insanely painful. There's a big fear that these people are not going to be able to sit for this.
The muscles and vertebrae in the back are very close to the surface of the skin. You must use finesse to work effectively with the contours of the back and help your canvas through what could be a very painful tattoo.
Finesse is very important when you're tattooing a spine because you gotta know when to give and take, because if their spine protrudes, you can really hammer right into their bone.
Every canvas wants the same subject matter as one other canvas. That means you'll all be going head-to-head with one other artist. The judges will directly compare your work in critique. One of you will win, and one of you will lose.
Do you know how big you want to go with this?
Well, I have my last name across my back, so whatever you can get done.
My canvas already has existing tattoos on his back. We're gonna put it underneath your name then, basically, right? That only leaves me like 6 inches of space to put this big-ass giant monument on his upper spine. The amount of detail is the issue. You just want to do like the top part.
Yeah, I don't want it to look like I just have some random building on my back.
This is the last thing I need when I'm going head-to-head with Josh.
What's up, Jace?
My canvas's back has such a deep concave in it, there's no way I'm tattooing in there.
What's going on with the top of that building?
If I would have put this building any lower, it was gonna look really weird. So we decided to put it up here where it's a little bit more flat. And just shoot that needle right up through the top of his other tattoo. I know it's not great placement. I know I'm gonna get counted down for it. There's no other choice I had. I am stressed out to the max over this tattoo.
That's sick, man. Jason, this tattoo sucks. The lines are crooked, and to put the spire up in the middle of this letter was probably the biggest mistake you've made this entire competition. It's just a fail.
Today, you had to show finesse by tattooing on a difficult body part, the spine. Jason, you went up against Josh. As far as the Empire State Building itself goes, when you have this close of an image of it, those lines have to be exactly parallel in order to really create that structure. And at the top of this thing, before you get to that needle, those lines are a little bit wobbly.
Putting the needle through the letter was a bad idea. His name has got to be more important to him than this needle, and you should not change the shape of that letter.
That was not my intentions. My intentions were to not blow up that building so damn big.
Any which way your intentions were, it changed the eye to it. Anything else but that. You can't change the shape of somebody's letter, their tattoo, regardless of what it is.
Either, Chris. If you would have put that thing any lower with the concave of his back, then your building would have went like that.
I don't think there's that many tattooers in the building that would have run a needle through a letter. And everybody behind you is shaking their head no.
Time to poll the judges between Josh and Jason.
It's a clear-cut decision here. I mean, one of them stands out and looks strong and technically precise, and the other one has a lot of problems in it. Go with Josh.
I'm gonna go with Josh as well.
Josh.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
And this week, we're testing contrasts.
Contrast is the ability to use lights and darks or opposing colors to really make your design pop.
Today, you must create a stained glass tattoo.
What the is a stained glass tattoo?
I've never done a stained glass tattoo in the 17 years that I've been tattooing.
This popular style consists of brightly colored images broken up by black lines to mimic the look of actual stained glass.
These dumb boys are bugging over stained glass tattoos. Grow a pair of balls and just tattoo.
In this elimination tattoo, you must tattoo the same subject head-to-head against another artist.
Another head-to-head.
You will be directly compared in critique. One of you will win, and one of you will lose.
Damn. Color contrast, this is what I do really well. There's not one person that I'd be worried about going head-to-head with.
You want to cross, right?
Yeah, I'm just wondering what kind of colors.
If you don't want color, bro, we could just do black lines and then do some like a light shade.
Yeah, I'm definitely down with that.
Bright colors just don't stand out in dark skin, so I'm gonna give him a black and gray tattoo. That's what I specialize in. I think that'll be pretty cool, man.
You got your cross? Doing it that big?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a black and gray, man.
Really? You have to do a color.
There is black and gray stained glass.
You gotta think about the challenge.
Big C's, you're shooting yourself in the head if you think that you're gonna get away with doing a black and gray tattoo.
I'd rather just play it safe and just do it black and gray. We'll see what happens. You like that?
Wow, dope. Damn, man, I think that look a little off-centered. You know, I'm in your corner right now. We're not going head-to-head. I want you to prevail, but it seems like you're making all our odds against you. Come on, C, baby.
Today, you had to use contrast to make vibrant stained glass tattoos. Each of you tattooed head-to-head with another artist, and we will directly compare your work. Big C's. You went black and gray here.
I went black and gray because trying to do contrast with dark skin is pretty hard.
If I was gonna have to do something with contrast, I would try to show depth. You didn't do that. And when I came into your room and saw the tattoo in person, I was like, man, that thing don't look straight. This thing is off by more than an inch.
I mean, I thought it looked pretty good.
It's just crooked, man.
Let's debate a win between Big C's and Craig.
Craig's tattoo, there's definitely contrast. There's definitely a stained glass window. I'm going with Craig.
Craig. Winner of the head-to-head challenge is Craig. Congratulations. Team Nunez, are you ready for your first elimination tattoo?
Yes. Hell yeah.
Today, you must tattoo Medusa. From Greek mythology, Medusa is a monster with snakes for hair who turns any man that dares look at her into stone. Composition is crucial to legibility.
There's a lot of really tiny detail when it comes to a Medusa. You have snakes in her hair, a pretty face. They are really easy to screw up.
We are one of the stronger artists on our team. We made ourselves because now my teammates are my main opponents.
I'm really glad we chopped her head off. I love how that looks.
We have 9 people on our team who are the strongest in the room. And so if you knock out 4 of those, when the last 5 are still here, we're gonna have the strongest team, period.
Today, you had to show perfect composition by tattooing Medusa. Kevin.
You have some really nice elements in the face. You did some really nice tricks with the light and the shadow coming off of her nose, but it's 2 big snakes and a severed head floating in a diamond.
When I think of Medusa, I think of snakes growing out of her head. I don't understand why you would choose to not show any of that.
I was trying my hardest to be able to do full color and give you a good tattoo. So if it meant me having to box some things in, that's what I did.
I don't see how anybody is gonna be impressed by this ill-placed, sketchy, brown square on this guy's chest. The snake going into the armpit, it's jacked. This is probably the worst placement of the day.
Today, you had to tattoo Medusa. Based on your work, one of you will be the first artist to pack your machines. Kevin.
As far as composition goes, I understand why I'm down here, but do I think I should go home? No.
You did a nice face with some weird around it. The fact that all these elements are in the same tattoo is mind-boggling to me.
I promise you I see that.
As talented as you are, and you're in my top 5, to lose you on a day like this out of the gate, I wasted a pick. Don't make me waste my picks.
This week, we are testing your flexibility, and there is no better test than a cover-up.
Cover-ups are super difficult. We have to work with what's there already. We have to make it look like there was nothing there in the first place.
I'm planning on showing flexibility in this tattoo by squeezing in pretty much an impossible area.
We're just gonna go through and detail every single little piece in there and make this sick.
So I've got to really pull it together and make this happen.
Yo, Meg!
What's up?
Pass the tequila!
That's definitely gonna get in the way of my process.
Yo, Rich, control your canvas. Damn, I don't know how you can concentrate.
You gotta be flexible. It's a challenge of flexibility.
Exactly.
I really don't understand why he's stressing so much.
Meg, I don't hear you!
Yeah, we hear you. Hey, thanks for making it a relaxing environment, seriously.
Rich is having a hard time keeping his canvas quiet, and it is getting on my nerves.
Shut the up.
This week, we tested your flexibility by asking you to cover prison tattoos. Joshua.
It was a tough tattoo to cover. Part of the things that make it so hard is its closeness to the other tattoos that he has.
I mean, it is edge to edge.
I don't like how it comes into contact with the other tattoos. The fact that it just disappears into his armpit. This tattoo is just a beatdown for me, man.
A beatdown.